Hey everybody, it's Myria Com again, on my project to try and get used to the sound of my own voice. And, I don't know, maybe interest people in the process. That's probably never gonna happen, but that's okay. It's not that I lack confidence in myself, it's just that I don't think anything I have to say is that interesting. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe people are really into this, or will sometime really be into this. I don't know. I did, order a laptop today, and it's supposed to get here on Wednesday. Today is Monday, so we'll see. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll see. If it gets here during my workday, I may take a break and come home and get it, because I don't know how much I trust people to not steal it. I should probably not say that so loud with my window open. But anyway, yeah. So I should have a new laptop soon. Then I will maybe try and do something more interesting with this. I don't know. We'll see. At least should be able to edit better. Should be able to maybe add some text or something if that's something that would be helpful. I don't know. What else can I say? I spent a lot of last recording ranting about work, and so today I was kind of thinking maybe we talk about work in a more fun way or a more interesting way or something. So, random person who is totally maybe listening to this, I don't know. Do you remember having a dream job? Maybe you're doing your dream job. If you are, that's great, and I'm a little jealous. I am not sure I have ever really had a dream job. I know that, there were definitely things that I said I wanted to do as a job when I was a kid, but I don't know if they really would constitute, dream jobs. Because as soon as I, actually looked into anything practical about them, they were not ever gonna happen. If that makes any sense. But, I remember as a kid always saying I wanted to be a veterinarian, and then the older I got, be realizing that if you are a veterinarian, you also have to put animals down, and I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, I think I could now. Just as a younger person, I didn't think I could do that, so I didn't pursue that. As a kid, I kind of always wanted to be a writer, but that's not really a very practical career choice. So, as I got older, I was like, oh, that's not really practical. That you can't make a consistent living doing that unless you happen to get lucky. I would still like to publish something at some point, but I don't know if that will ever happen. We'll see. I also was and I still am, but I just don't practice very much at all because it's hard without having a reason to. But I was really into music when I was younger. And in fact, I think if I had pursued that, I probably could have made some kind of career out of that, but unfortunately I didn't. I mean, I think I should have. That would have been smart. I was good. Don't know if I would still consider myself good, because I am very out of practice on every instrument that I know how to play. And, right now, literally right this moment, I can't practice my violin or my trombone, because they both require use of my right shoulder. And my right shoulder is still healing. I really want to get a keyboard at some point, because there's no way a piano will fit in my house. My house is too small. But I would like to get a keyboard. I don't know where I would keep that, but it would be more manageable at least. Then I could at least get back in the habit of playing piano every now and then. Someday. If I randomly have an extra, $1,000 or something laying around, I would probably feel comfortable getting a keyboard. Don't know if that will ever happen, but, But I probably should have pursued music as a career. Even if it would just be, teaching lessons or whatever. And then doing the symphony on the side or something like that. I just miss that. I miss music a lot, and I don't know. I wish I would have done something more with it. But it's not practical anymore, because I haven't practiced in a long time, and I just don't think I would be good enough at it to audition for anything anymore. I mean, that's the big problem, is that, so many things I could probably still do, but I would need more time and energy to do them, or to prepare for them even. Like, I would need time and energy to practice my violin enough to be good enough to audition for the symphony or whatever in the city I live in. So, and I would need a functioning shoulder. It is getting better, so hopefully soon I'll be able to use it again properly. Like, it felt pretty darn good today. It's kind of sore right now, but I have a couple more physical therapy exercises to do and stuff. But anyway, back to the jobs thing. I just don't know if I ever, like, really had a practical dream job. I think part of that is because I never really expected to live to adulthood. Not for any particular reason, it was just, like, never something I thought about. I also had a couple of close calls when I was younger, so, you know, part of me is like, oh, maybe I just kind of didn't think about that, or whatever, I don't know. I mean, I went to college and stuff. Oh, that's another one. Teaching was a job I kind of wanted to do. But again, once I, like, looked into, like, the practicalities of teaching public school, I was like, oh, I can't do that. I can't teach within these restrictions and stuff. Thanks for your input, kitty. When I was starting undergrad and was a teaching major, Javon, stop. I wrote a paper on No Child Left Behind, which was the, like, public school policy on the federal level at the time. And after writing that paper, I was like, oh my god, I have to change majors because I cannot do this. I cannot teach within these parameters. So I changed majors after that. I would teach college. I feel qualified to do that, and I did it as a grad student, so I did it part-time. I would need to do it full-time, and I have not been able to get an interview for a full-time college teaching position, so, I mean, maybe it'll happen later down the line, but I don't know how long I will survive my current job, to be honest. So, I do like teaching. I was a trainer at my last job for a while, and I liked doing that. I do like teaching people things and helping people learn stuff. So, that would probably be ideal. But that would be ideal with my, like, current experience and stuff. But I just don't know if that'll happen anymore at this point. I was trying to make this an upbeat recording, but I'm getting... it's becoming a downer recording again. Just because every time I think of the practicalities of life, I'm like, oh, there are not a whole lot of options. I don't have connections, which I think is probably my biggest problem, is that my almost decade of working overnights kind of made it so that I didn't spend a lot of time networking, and I don't have those connections. I don't know people, or whatever. So I can't even, like, get a position through people I know, or anything like that. That's fine, though. That's just life. If I had a dream job now, I think my dream would be to do something creative, would be to teach, because I do like teaching, or to do something creative. Like, if I could figure out some really cool thing to do with knitting, and then sell that, and be able to do it, like, fast enough, because that's part of my problem. I'm not very fast. But do it fast enough to where it would make sense to, like, have a stockpile and sell stuff. That would be cool. If I could find a way to get back into music, that would be cool. I just don't think that's practical at this juncture, at this point in my life. Assuming I could do anything, I would like to do music or write, but those are not very practical right now, so those probably aren't going to happen. But yeah, do you have a dream job, random listener who may or may not exist out there? Do you want to tell me your dream job? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want me to talk about it? I can talk about your dream job on another recording. That could be cool. I mean, I have been really fascinated by things other people want to do. So, I mean, that could be interesting to look into or talk about or whatever. But anyway, yeah, dream jobs. I just don't know that I ever, like, really had a serious dream job as a kid because I didn't really think about the future that much, and I really wish I had. It's weird because I did think about the future because I was constantly worried about, like, doing the wrong thing to mess up my life. But I also didn't, like, plan very much or think about what I really wanted to do. And, like, I didn't even want to go to college. My parents kind of made me go to college. um, nowadays they say that they didn't, but, how I remember it, and maybe I'm wrong, but how I remember it is they basically told me, if you don't go to college, we're kicking you out on your own right now, and you'll have to figure your life out. And I wasn't prepared for that, so I went to college. Not that I was really prepared for college. I mean, I'm a good student, but I don't know that I was prepared for getting ready for a future. So yeah. My cat is meowing a lot, so I'm probably going to end this one a little earlier than the last few recordings. And then I'll have to edit this and stuff as well. But yeah, I'm also kind of tired, so I might try and go to bed a little early if I can get editing done. We'll see. Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to cut this one off here. And hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great week going ahead, because it is Monday here right now as I record this. And it was not a great Monday. It was a very Monday. But I hope that everyone else has a good week, and I hope my week gets better too. This has been my Ria Com, and I hope you are enjoying helping me get used to the sound of my own voice through these recordings. Have a good one. I will chat at you tomorrow. Bye.